Ladies and gentlemen, dreamers, fighters, and believers, life is not a straight path. It's a winding road filled with obstacles, detours, and unexpected challenges. But let me tell you something. The moment you feel like giving up is the moment life is testing your commitment to your dreams. Steve Harvey's legacy teaches us that success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about refusing to surrender when failure knocks you down. Steve Harvey was homeless, sleeping in his car while chasing his dream of making people laugh. He faced rejection, doubt, and hardship, but he never gave up. And because he kept going, he became a legendary comedian, a TV icon, and a voice of inspiration for millions. Life will test you. It will push you to your limits, make you question yourself, and force you to confront your fears. But here's the truth. The test is not meant to break you. It's meant to reveal your strength. Failure is temporary. Losing a battle doesn't mean you lose the war. Life has a way of knocking you down just when you think you've got everything figured out. But what separates those who succeed from those who quit is the understanding that failure is not the end. It's a lesson in disguise. Every setback you face is merely a test of your resilience, a chance to prove to yourself that you have what it takes to keep going when you stumble. It doesn't mean the journey is over. It means you're being prepared for something greater. The most successful people in the world didn't avoid failure. They embraced it, learned from it, and used it as fuel to push harder. Think about the times you've been told no, the moments when doors slammed in your face. Those weren't rejections of your destiny. They were redirections to something better. Temporary losses don't define your future unless you allow them to. The moment you decide that failure is just a stepping stone and not a roadblock is the moment you take back control of your life. The road to success is never a straight line. It's filled with twists, turns, and unexpected detours, but every time you fall, you have a choice. Stay down or rise. Stronger, the battles you lose today are preparing you for the wars you'll win tomorrow when things get tough. Remind yourself that this is just one chapter in your story, not the entire book. The greatest comebacks in history came after what seemed like crushing defeats. If you keep moving forward, no matter how slow, you're already ahead of those who gave up. Failure is not your enemy. Quitting is every time you refuse to stay down. You build the mental toughness needed to handle bigger victories. The struggles you face now are shaping you into the person who can handle the success that's coming. The world will try to convince you that because you failed once, you'll fail again. But that's a lie. Your past doesn't dictate your future unless you let it. Every champion was once a contender who refused to give up. There's power in persistence, in the refusal to accept defeat as final. Most inspiring stories aren't about people who never fell. They're about people who fell and kept getting back up. You were built for this. You were made to endure, to overcome, to rise no matter how many times life knocks you down. Temporary failure is just life's way of preparing you for permanent success. The next time you feel like quitting, remember that the darkest hour is just before dawn. Your breakthrough could be right around the corner, but you'll never see it if you stop moving forward. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of it. Every no brings you closer to a yes. Every closed door leads you to the right one. The only way you truly lose is if you give up before your time comes. Stay in the fight. Keep pushing and trust that your moment is coming. Success doesn't happen overnight, and neither does failure. It's a series of small battles that lead to the ultimate victory. You are stronger than you think, more capable than you believe, and closer to your breakthrough than you realize. Keep going. Faith over fear. Believe in your vision, even when no one else does. Fear is the biggest dream killer the world has ever known. But faith is the antidote that keeps vision alive when everyone around you doubts your dreams. That's when your belief must be strongest. The greatest achievements in history were accomplished by people who believed when no one else did. There will be moments when the path ahead seems impossible, when the voices of doubt grow louder than your own. But faith isn't about seeing the whole staircase. It's about taking the first step. The world will try to convince you that your dreams are too big, that you're not ready, that you should settle for less, but faith whispers that you were made for more when fear tells you to quit. Faith reminds you that you're just one step away from a break. Through the difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't talent. It's the courage to keep believing when everything seems against them. Your vision is yours for a reason. No one else can see it the way you do, which means no one else can understand it the way you do. That's why you can't rely on external validation. You have to trust what's inside you. Fear will always be present, but it doesn't have to be in control. The more you feed your faith, the smaller your fears become. Every great innovator, every legendary leader, every trailblazer faced moments when they stood alone in their belief, but they kept going because they knew something greater was waiting. Faith is not the absence of fear. It's the determination to move forward despite it. When you choose faith over fear, you unlock a level of resilience that can't be broken. The road to success is paved with uncertainty, but faith is the compass that keeps you moving in the right direction. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to trust that each step is leading you closer to where you're meant to be. The moment you stop letting fear dictate your decisions is the moment you start living the life you were meant to live. Faith is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Walk across it with confidence. The world needs your vision, your passion, your belief. Don't let fear silence what was meant to change lives. You were born to do something extraordinary. Believe it before you see it. Keep believing. Embrace the struggle. The grind is where greatness is built. Greatness isn't born, it's built in the trenches of hard work, sacrifice, and relentless effort. The struggle is not your enemy. It's your training ground. Every challenge you face is molding you into the person capable of handling success. The most successful people in the world didn't avoid the grind. They embraced it. They understood that the sweat, the late nights, and the setbacks were all part of the process. There's no shortcut to success, no easy way to the top. The journey will test you, push you, and sometimes break you down. But that's where real strength is formed. The struggle is temporary, but the lessons it teaches last a lifetime. When you look back, you won't remember the pain, you'll remember how far you've come. Every obstacle is opportunity in disguise. The harder the fight, the sweeter the victory. The grind separates the dreamers from the doers. It's easy to talk about success, but only those willing to put in the work will ever achieve it. You weren't meant to live an easy life. You were meant to live a meaningful one. And meaning comes from overcoming challenges. The struggle is proof that you're growing, that you're moving forward. Comfort is the enemy of progress. When you feel like quitting, remember why you started. The struggle is just preparing you for what's coming. Greatness isn't handed to anyone. It's earned through persistence, resilience, and an unshakable work ethic. The more you embrace the struggle, the stronger you become. Success isn't for the weak, it's for those who refuse to back down. Keep grinding. Consistency wins. Small steps, repeated daily, lead to massive success. Success is never about a single explosive moment of effort. It's about the quiet daily discipline of showing up even when you don't feel like it. The most powerful force in achievement isn't talent or luck, it's consistency. The relentless commitment to taking small steps forward every single day. Think about the way water carves through rock, not through force, but through persistence over time. Steady drops create canyons. In the same way, your daily efforts, no matter how small, accumulate into something extraordinary. The difference between those who reach their goals and those who don't isn't ability. It's willingness to keep going long after motivation fades. Too many people want overnight success without putting in day after day effort, but real growth happens in the mundane moments. The extra hour of study when others are sleeping, the additional rep at the gym when your body wants to quit. Relentless pursuit of improvement when no one is watching. Consistency is what separates dreamers from achievers. Anyone can start strong, but only those who maintain momentum reach the finish line. When you commit to daily progress, you create compound interest in your success. Each small effort builds on the last, creating unstoppable momentum. There will be days when progress feels invisible, when you wonder if your efforts even matter. That's when consistency matters most, because break Through isn't about giant leaps. It's about hundreds of small steps in the same direction. The world's most successful people aren't necessarily the most talented. They're simply the ones who refused to stop showing up. They understood that excellence isn't an act, but a habit, that mastery comes from repetition, that greatness is born from ordinary days, stacked upon ordinary days, until they become extraordinary. Your future isn't created by occasional bursts of effort. It's shaped by what you do consistently. The writer becomes great by writing daily. The athlete excels by training daily. The entrepreneur succeeds by working daily. It's never about perfection. It's about persistence. When you feel discouraged, remember, you're not judged by single performances, but by your long-term commitment. The race doesn't go to the swift, but to those who keep running. The battle isn't won by the strong, but by those who keep fighting. Consistency is your secret weapon while others start and stop. You continue while others get distracted. You stay focused while others make excuses. You make progress. Small disciplines repeated daily lead to massive achievements over time. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be present. Keep showing up. Keep putting in the work. Keep trusting the process. Power of consistency transforms average into exceptional. It turns dreams into reality. It builds careers, relationships, and legacies. One day at a time. Your breakthrough is coming, not from luck, but from the accumulation of daily effort. Stay consistent. No plan B. When you have a backup plan, you give yourself an excuse to quit. There's a dangerous lie that keeps people from achieving their greatest potential. The belief that having a backup plan is responsible. The truth is, plan B is often the reason plan A fails, because when the going gets tough, and it always does, having an escape route makes it too easy to take it. History's greatest achievements came from people who burned their ships behind them, who removed all possibility of retreat, who committed so completely to their vision that failure wasn't an option. This level of commitment creates a different kind of energy, a relentless drive that finds ways where others see dead ends. When you leave yourself an out, you'll use it at the first sign of real struggle, but when you eliminate all alternatives, you unlock creativity, resourcefulness, and determination you never knew you had. Suddenly, problems become puzzles to solve. Rather than reasons to quit, obstacles become opportunities to prove your commitment. This isn't about being reckless. It's about being fully invested in your success. The moment you entertain thoughts of maybe I should just is the moment you begin compromising your potential. True success demands total focus. All your energy directed toward one goal without distraction or divided attention. The most successful people in any field share this trait. They didn't have a fallback position. They staked everything on their vision. They understood that safety nets become excuses, that options dilute determination, that real commitment means going all in. There's incredible power in this mindset. When you declare, "This is my only path," the universe conspires to help you make it work. You become more observant to opportunities, more resilient to setbacks, more creative in solutions, because you have no choice but to succeed. This doesn't mean being inflexible in methods. You must adapt and adjust constantly, but it does mean being unwavering in your ultimate objective. The how may change. The what cannot. The world tests true commitment. It throws obstacles at those who say they're all in, to see if they really mean it. When you maintain your resolve through these tests, you develop the kind of character that achieves extraordinary things. Plan B thinking creates Plan B results. If you want exceptional success, you need exceptional commitment, the kind that doesn't consider quitting an option, the kind that finds a way when there seems to be none. Eliminate your escape routes, burn your ships, put all your energy into your primary mission. This is how legends are made. Serve others. True success comes when you lift others while climbing. The most enduring success isn't measured by what you accumulate, but by what you contribute. The greatest legacies aren't built on personal achievement alone, but on how many lives you positively impact along the way. There's a fundamental truth about human fulfillment. We're wired for connection and contribution. The moments that matter most aren't when we reach personal milestones, but when we help others reach theirs. This is why the most successful people ultimately turn their attention to service. Because they discover that true wealth is measured in lives touched. Service transforms success from a solitary pursuit to a shared journey. When you lift others as you climb, you create a rising tide that elevates everyone around you. This mindset creates abundance rather than scarcity. There's enough success for everyone, and helping others achieve actually accelerates your own progress. The world's most admired leaders understand this principle. They know their real power comes not from what they take, but from what they give. Their influence grows not through domination, but through empowerment. Their legacy is secured not by monuments to themselves, but by the positive change they create in others. Service also keeps you grounded during success. When you maintain a mindset of contribution, you avoid the traps of ego and entitlement. You stay connected to what really matters. You remember your why. When others lose theirs, this isn't about altruism alone. It's actually a powerful success strategy. People naturally support those who genuinely want to help others. Opportunities flow to those known for creating value. For many, networking happens organically when you're focused on serving rather than taking. The service mindset also provides perspective during challenges. When you're focused on something bigger than yourself, temporary setbacks matter less. Your purpose sustains you through difficulties because it's not just about you. True success creates a positive ripple effect. It improves families, communities, industries. When your achievements help others achieve, your impact multiplies far beyond your individual efforts. Make service part of your daily practice. Look for opportunities to add value. You share knowledge freely, mentor without expectation, build bridges for others, celebrate their wins as your own. The highest form of success is when your growth creates growth for others, when your light ignites other flames, when your journey becomes a path many can follow. Stay hungry. Complacency kills dreams. Success contains a hidden danger. The moment you start believing you've made it is the moment you begin losing it. Complacency is the silent killer of potential, the enemy of growth that creeps in when you least expect it. The most dangerous place for any achiever isn't failure. It's moderate success, that comfortable plateau where things are good enough, where the fire of ambition dims to embers, where hunger gives way to satisfaction. History is filled with examples of people and organizations that dominated their fields until they stopped pushing, stopped innovating, stopped treating every day like an opportunity to improve. The same drive that got them to the top disappeared. Once they arrived, true champions understand that success isn't a destination. It's a continuous journey. There's always another level, another challenge, another mountain to climb. The moment you stop growing, you start dying. This requires maintaining what the Japanese call shoshin, the beginner mind. No matter how much you achieve, approach each day with the curiosity and hunger of someone just starting out. Stay teachable, stay coachable, stay humble. The hunger that got you here won't keep you here. You need new goals, new challenges, new standards of excellence. The world keeps evolving. Standing still means falling behind. Complacency whispers lies that you deserve to relax, that you've earned the right to coast, that maintaining is enough, but maintenance is the first step toward decline. Stay uncomfortable, stay dissatisfied with good enough. Keep setting higher standards, keep pushing boundaries, keep asking, what's next? The greatest achievers in any field share this trait. They never lose their edge. They train like they're still the underdog. They work like they've got something to prove. They compete against their own potential rather than against others. Protect your hunger like your life depends on it, because your dreams do. Surround yourself with people who challenge you. Seek environments that stretch you. Pursue goals that scare you. Remember why you started. Recall that fire that kept you going when others quit. Fan those flames daily. Success isn't about arriving. It's about becoming. Stay hungry. Never give up. Your greatest victory is just beyond the test. Ladies and gentlemen, warriors of dreams and believers in the impossible life will test you. It will shake you, challenge you, and push you to your limits. But here's the unshakable truth. Every test is an opportunity for your greatest comeback. The struggles you face today are not roadblocks. They are stepping stones, shaping you for the victory that awaits. You were born to persist, you were built to overcome, you are destined to rise. So when failure knocks you down, get up. When doubt whispers, shout louder with faith. When the journey feels endless, take one more step.